Hey guys, let me know if any of you get in here. I'm going to assume that my sound is good. Yeah, I just got to double check it. And, excuse me, uh, it has been a week. Probably won't stay on real long tonight either because of my voice. It's getting a little better. Hey Benji, how you doing, man? Ariel, how are you doing? It's good to see you guys. And Ariel, I'm rolling your Rumble playlist right now, just so you know. Hang on a second. Yeah, I was watching Sherry's live earlier, and she was doing that stuff with everybody's pictures. And I kind of found it a little funny that she had that old picture of me with the cotton mouth from the Ball Python Love live 2 years ago or a year ago. That was funny stuff. And Benji, who is the grandma person that's hitting everybody's lives? I want to know. I would like to know. Yeah, Ariel, right now I'm on Meat Halls, Groceries, Staples. It was Sherry? You're kidding me. Benji, tell me that was not Sherry. Although, that would be really hilarious if it was. Um, yeah, Ariel has a Rumble channel. Ariel, if you want to drop a link to your Rumble channel, you know what? Matter of fact, I think I can do it. Do. Let's see how YouTube treats this. Bam. Rumble channel. I'm starting to upload more over to Rumble. I am sitting in front of my computer for like the first time in probably a week. I go through a bit of a funk in the winter where, nothing's around. Sometimes we have some warm weather in our winters up here in Oklahoma. This week hasn't been it. We've had like 7 inches of snow on the ground. Official total was 7 inches. And the temperatures, the highs were in the 20s Fahrenheit. Not not real good common stuff for us in this part of the country. I am 150% Southern, I'll say that. I don't mean anything political by that, I mean geographical. Like, I don't want to live any further north than Oklahoma. We'll go herping as far north as Kansas. Would hit over to Pennsylvania if I had like a lock on some serious crazy black timber rattlesnakes or yellow timbers, green phase. I really like those West Virginia, Pennsylvania area timbers. They're just amazing. Ariel, with me, probably 120 is too hot. I do real well up in and even into the 100s. For those of you that don't know, hey Michaela, thank you for stopping in. I'm glad you caught my live. It was really cool seeing you on Sherry's podcast earlier. Really enjoy having you on a panel like that. You kind of bring a lot to that kind of thing. And definitely let me wrench you just because Not that you want a wrench, but I'll just give you one just in case. And then that way, if ever you catch my live again, you can help with any trolls. Although I don't get a lot over here. I don't get a lot of people watching my lives, which is okay. I've got a lot of people that go back and watch them after the fact, or run them after the fact, and you still get the watch time. I'm going to keep an eye out, Michaela. I generally kind of keep an eye out for Sherry's lives. I don't always make them live, but if you're going to hook up with her, that sounds like it's going to be a good deal. Once again, gang, sorry about my voice. I've been like eating cough drops and taking Robitussin and basically doing what all I know to do for this kind of stuff. Well, Ariel, right now it's about 7 degrees here. And there is still snow on the ground. The roads were drivable today, I will say that. A lot of the ice and stuff started melting off. I might throw up a short with my dog. I'll probably throw that on my dog channel. But yeah, no, I heard about that, Michaela. That was pretty crazy. And you guys were on falling iguana alerts. That always cracks me up. But no, I just wanted to kind of stop in and do a live, probably not go real long, and talk about some other things. I'll say this: if you're looking for a heavily reptile related discussion, or that's all you come to my channel for, feel free to like cut it now if you're not interested. But it's oh wow, Benji. Yeah, it sounds like it's been pretty hot down there. I got to talk to Ariel. Oh no, that stinks, Michaela. Uh, I'm sorry to hear that. Michaela, a friend of mine here in Oklahoma City, she put 2 heat lamps in her chicken coop. And she actually had like a safeguard, like a wire mesh cage they were in, and they were like hanging from the ceiling, and one of them shorted out and caught her coop on fire. It was a total loss. It was a total loss, and it was really horrible because she lost all those chickens, and she absolutely loves animals. This lady's name is Jennifer, and she used to do a program called Critter Tales in Oklahoma, and she would take wounded animals, raccoons, eagles, hawks, stuff like that. Hey DEA, how are you doing, Mr. Andrew? But she would take these things around to schools, around to different like Boy Scout troops, things like that, and she really has this like amazing heart for animals. She recently kind of got out of it. I think it was just taking up too much of her time, and in life had other priorities. Kind of sucks, but I mean, is what it is. Her name's Jennifer, and she kicked a lot of butt while she was active. I'll tell you that. Um, she's one of my heroes. I mean, God knows I've been slugging away for conservation issues for 30 years. This is a lady like I look up to, and that don't happen often. Does not happen often. Not in the conservation game. Other things, yeah. But anyway, my heart broke for her losing all those chickens. Let's hope Granny 2.0 doesn't discover my channel, Benji. Unless it is Sherry, man. If it's Sherry, that's just going to be funny. I have been kind of staying away from the lives. My voice has been screwed up. I tested positive for the you know what, about a week ago. I think last Monday, Monday before last. I can't remember. I haven't been that sick. Wife's been a little sicker than me, and that's it's most unfortunate because sometimes things sideline you, and you get to think about other things. You get to focus on other things, and I think my philosophy for this upcoming year, as far as YouTube, as far as video. Oh wow. Well, Michaela, this is my first go round. I think it was the new one that's not as serious. I was over it in a day. Someone in my household is still coughing her head off. And that's kind of another reason why I haven't been doing like any lives or jumping on other people's lives. I've been keeping a real close eye on her. Stuff like this will make you think. It'll make you think, God, what if something were to happen to me or someone I loved or someone down the street? I mean, you kind of get when it kind of touches you personally and close to home, you kind of get this little feeling. I had a talk with Hissy Fit Snake Rescue earlier, and she's been kind of going through some stuff of her own, and we were talking about things, and but I think going back to where I was going, God, I rabbit trail a lot in these deals. I think my plan for this year is to not. I'll do a weekly video if I can. It's kind of hard when you're shooting field herping stuff because you can go 3 weeks, strike out. I think my mantra for this coming year is going to be quality over quantity. Let the chips fall where they may. Anything uploaded to Angry Aatrox is going to be uploaded to Roundup Rodeo. I'm going to upload it to Roundup Rodeo first because that channel is monetized. Trying to make money where and when I can. I think my regular snake videos actually get more play on this channel, but over there they make me money. So if you start into a video, I'm going to try and put it in the description. Like if you've already seen this on Angry Aatrox, don't feel the need to stick around. I shouldn't do that because that'll encourage people to crash my watch time. Thanks, Ariel. Love having you around. Loved getting to visit with you earlier. I butt dialed Ariel, Viking Venture and Victuals. We had this beautiful conversation. I got to see my lovely friend's house and where she stays, and it was a grand old time. It was kind of an accident, but one of those, I'm glad this accident happened kind of things. But this last year, I became the owner of a dog, which should belong to my dad actually 2 years ago, but he's kind of this year, he's just taken over my life. So it's really kind of sidelined some of my herping stuff too. I mean, totally honest, I haven't been herping as much because I'm doing things with my dog. Started a dog channel. Turns out dog channels, they get their support fairly easily on YouTube, more so than snakes. Who would have thought people like dogs more than snakes? Like, are those people normal? I'm sure there's a much bigger, wider appeal for dogs. But a friend of mine named Stephen Pemberton, Pemberton Boys, check him out on YouTube. Gotcha, Andrew. Right, Ariel? He was saying something about, he made a post about loving content creation. And it kind of made me stop and think about my own channel for a minute. And like our mutual friend, Snakes on the Plains. Hey, good night, Michaela. It's an honor that you stopped in. I really appreciate it. Stop in anytime. At some point, I may do more StreamYard stuff. I don't know. I do that occasionally. It's kind of a little easier for me to just go live from YouTube directly. But anyway, one of my friends, Pemberton Boys, put out a post about loving creating content. Kind of thought about that post for a moment because I love the filming part, whether it's dogs, snakes, nature, reptiles, or drone footage. I love the filming part. I absolutely hate the editing part, and it shows. Go look at Snakes on the Plains, his channel, for example. Me and him shoot the exact same animals, pretty much dang near the same equipment. He's got a little bit of an upper hand on editing. Smetlogic herping, my gosh. Smetlogic, I'm going to ask you, creating content is overrated and editing sucks. Right, Smetlogic? It's herping. It's herping and filming. That's all I care about. I think I need to like pay Pemberton Boys to like edit my stuff for me, and then I think like I'll have this like massive YouTube following. Smetlogic, I want to ask you before I just do it to you, do you want me to add you as a moderator? I'm kind of one of those people. I don't care if I get added as a moderator. Smetlogic, your name will always hold this high place of honor on anything I'm involved with. If ever that's a problem for anybody, they'll be gone, not you. Let me know if you want me to wrench in, I will. New video coming out, guys. Smetlogic. I think I'm going to drop their link. I think I'm going to advertise for some Smetlogic because they rock. They put out these killer herping videos, and he's beating me by like, what, 10 subscribers? Bam. Smetlogic, guys, sub him. And watch videos, start to finish. Far more entertaining than what I do. You like my channel, you're going to love Smetlogic. No doubt. Yeah, I'm the same way, Smet. Sometimes I got to reel myself in. And then a lot of the trend right now in lives is people are asking. Yeah, exactly. I thought about that the other day. A lot of people are saying, wrench me, wrench me. It's my chat. I'm going to decide whether or not you get a wrench or not. Most of the time, it's no big deal. But what I've seen happen, and this is a little bit generally not herp-related stuff or nature-related stuff, but some of your like political channels or social commentary, one person will get a wrench and then they'll start getting malicious with it. And so I'm not really, one, I'm going to ask you, do you want a wrench? I mean, like, I might throw it on someone if I already know they're cool with it. Excuse me. It has been a week. But don't feel the need to wrench me unless you just need the help on a live. Got 6 people viewing right now. I'm kind of actually happy with that for tonight. Just because, I don't know. I know there's a lot of other lives going on. One of them, there's like too many people. And for me to like get in and enjoy it, I may roll it later. But I don't think it's anyone that subbed to me, so, man, I'm kind of like, you know me, I'm kind of twitchy. Sub me, and I sub you, and you watch my stuff, I watch your stuff. You cannot catch this through the monitor, Smet. I did test positive for the funk last week. Don't know if you knew that. That's why I haven't been doing any lives or anything. That last live I did was about that video that I found, or Mark found. Weird video, but I let it go. I walked away from it. I figured I'm not getting involved. I do that sometimes. Really tragic accident happened in my town this week. in my hometown of Broken Arrow, we've got like snow on the ground, like 7 inches, which is like not common in eastern Oklahoma. Western Oklahoma sees that kind of snowfall more often. And a 12-year-old boy was sledding down a hill. Actually, hundreds of people were out sledding down this hill over by the Bass Pro Shops. Unfortunately, he did not stop before he went in the street and slid under a moving truck. He did pass away. It was very, very sad. But I've been kind of like following the media and stuff on that because that area um, is kind of getting shut down by the police. It's private property, but it was never marked, so people were just parking there. Yeah, 12-year-old kid, Smet. It was really pretty horrible. And but then again, it's kind of like there's there's like a half a foot of snow on our streets, and it was a huge truck. And there's like a lot of he should have, felt that he should have stopped. They were dealing with it as a hit and run. But with that kind of snow and ice and crunchy crap on the street, you could run over something and not realize it or think it was part of the ice. And my understanding is he didn't slide in front of the truck, he slid under the truck. I don't know. Real tragedy, real horrible tragedy. Check out BA Buzz on Facebook if you want to read more about it. You probably don't, and you probably shouldn't. It'll just depress the hell out of you. But hey, Asian Snakes, I'm thinking your William. Let me know, Asian Snakes. Because that's one thing I wanted to talk about in this live tonight is William, love your support. Love that you catch my videos. But I noticed that like I'm not getting all my comment notifications. And so I'm like going back and looking through my comments and stuff because if you take the time to comment on my video, you've got a lot to do in your day. I'm honored that you cut me 5-10 minutes of your day. Literally. I know how pressed for time we all can be. Did I say that SmetLogic has a new video coming up? And Ariel has a new video on Monday. Be there for both of those. But sometimes when a bunch of comments get left in like a short period of time or something, they're hitting the spam folder. So like I'm having to go fish them out. Hey, Solo. Yeah, right, Smet. Like if like, somehow I missed your Casa Bonita video, SmetLogic. Okay, Casa Bonita is a Tulsa legend. Going back, like I remember going there like as a kid in the 70s. Immortal. Gotcha. Gotcha. Good to have you on, Immortal. Asian Snakes. That's cool. I like some Asian Snakes. I saw that Benji, and I didn't want to jump in there. Just too many people. Then I don't know if Keys is sub to me. So, I mean, exactly, Smet. They closed down around like 2003, first time in Tulsa, Oklahoma. They tried to come back. It wasn't successful. They turned it into a nightclub. Next thing you know, people are shooting at each other over there in the parking lot. Kind of sucks. Watch the 48 Hours on A&E, Tulsa. But but like like if I support someone like SmetLogic, for example, I'm gonna roll through their channel, no stone unturned. I will find your video from 10, 12 years ago, and I will play it. I will give you a thumbs up. I'll leave a comment, and hopefully somewhere between all the channels I'm juggling, I won't miss the reply. But you know, if I mean, when people really take the time to sit down and watch what you do, it's kind of like, to me, it's kind of rude to not comment back. I also know someone with like 300,000 subscribers, 500,000 subscribers. They can't reply to every comment. I get that. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about like people with like, you know, 2,000 subs, 200 subs, 50 subs. Hey, Eric B., glad you're a straggler. Good to see you here. Got into another. Oh, I hear you, Asian. Same over here, bud. Same over here. But you know, um, after my big blow up with my Roundup Rodeo channel, Ledka, how you doing? Good to see you. After like Derek's Reptiles helped me get that monetized, and like I went over my 4,000 watch hours in 1 week. Still haven't hit it over here on this channel. This channel's almost 4 years old. And that's lifetime numbers too. And I know it starts over every year. Doesn't matter. But after kind of going through all that, going through all the stress to monetize, and then having the monetization be effective, I mean, I'm making like, I don't want to say what I'm making, less than $5 a month. Let's hope the YouTube censors can't catch that. Right now it's down to less than $5 a month because my viral video, or the one that had over 1 million views, got delisted for ads. Some of y'all are sick of hearing about this. I'm a little salty about it myself. But you go through all this trouble to get to the monetization end. And while you know it's not going to be like a ton of money, you still want it to be there. But then you kind of sit there and go, gosh, you know, when I look at the history of my channel, did I release a video maybe a week before I should have? Maybe I should have put a little extra work into editing it or working on a scene. I'm telling you, Smet, Snakes on the Plains is telling me to contact their corporate office because I should seek sponsorship. I don't know if that'd work. I do know some of their higher ups. I had some of them as professors in grad school because it is a local company. But exactly. Actually, it pays for two. It pays for two of the extra large. These are like $1.40 or something. And then that's if you remember to pay for them before you walk out of the store. I've done that a few times on accident. I always go back later, pay them later. Like if I do that, because like I'm not about thieving. You know, if I get something or buy something, heck, I want to do that. I showed up at one store. Yeah, I was over at your other store earlier. I walked out without my drink, or without paying for my drink. So here's like $2. Take it, keep the change. And they're like, nah, man, don't worry, don't even worry about it. I'm like, well, you guys, your call, not mine. But I just kind of am thinking that like I'm gonna probably kind of, I don't want to say like I'm gonna follow what Snakes on the Plains is doing, but kind of put a little more, like I'm going to throw in some photography and stuff, a little more spicy editing, a little more transition work. I think I'm probably going to produce less overall videos this next year, but I'm going to make the videos I want. And I've really not disliked any of the videos I've made. Maybe one or two have I really just been like, eh. I was telling Benji earlier in the week, my litmus test for a video before I release it is one, I watch it after I finished it, and then I send it over to Hissy Fits. Autumn, she's like great with proofreading and stuff. Need to find her a job proofreading. Seriously, she's good at it. And proof listening and proof video streaming. She's just a miraculous person in my life. I'm really honored to have her around. But my test has always been, can I go back and watch this video a year from now and enjoy it? And I like to do that with my old videos. Not that I didn't like watch it enough when I was making it or producing it, but a lot of times it's not even about the quality of the video. Sometimes it is, but a lot of times it's like, oh, I remember that day. I remember who I was with. I remember I didn't flip the milk snake. Kevin did, that kind of stuff. That day before I lost my dad, when me and Kevin hit that hillside, and we found all the racers, we found the milk snake, we found ringneck snake, we found a speckled king, same day. I didn't really compile that all into the same video. I kind of chopped it up. There was a lot of things we found that day. Speckled king, ringneck, several eastern racers, and a gentilis. I think it's a gentilis. Eastern Oklahoma milk snake. I'm going to summon Chad Whitney. Chad, come bless us with your taxonomy skills. Hey, JH556, good to have you in the house. Raining steadily here. Exactly, Smet. And you know what's really odd is with all my roundup footage, while I really didn't enjoy filming all that stuff, a lot of times I can look back and say, yeah, that's the year we got chased out of Sweetwater with baseball bats. That's the year we got chased out of Mangum with a deer rifle. Oh, those people love me. It's always good to pull into their town and get called PETA. Hey, PETA, you bring some beer? Anymore, it's like we're all old friends. They know I'm not a big fan of what they do, but we tolerate each other, and it's kind of working out better that way. The research will be going on for years. Grim Exotics, good to have you in. Guys, check out Grim Exotics channel. It's worth a view. Hey, Clayton the Fishing Nut. Yo. Man, I need to get out and do more fishing. And that's kind of what I was doing this live about was, besides the reptiles, there's things I do with my dogs. I put on another channel, or my dog, which that's just archival stuff and fun. Simple edits, nothing spectacular. But I want to preserve those memories. I do some aerial stuff. I'm going to start sharing that channel more once I get the quality up a little. The quality isn't bad, but it's not like something I would share around yet. I'm gonna break that barrier in the next couple of months. Mr. J, hello. KY Constrictors, hello. Yeah, Immortal, remind me, or Asian, remind me, you're up north, right? I want to say you're in Canada, or maybe Washington, Pacific Northwest. Let me know. Because, yeah, normally in winter in Oklahoma, on a sunny day, you can flip a ringneck snake or a rough earth snake. Ah, Tennessee, gotcha. Yeah, it's been a little crazy out that way. I've got family in Knoxville, so I keep my eye on Knox County weather, and it looked like they were going to get some sleet tonight. Hey, Grim, I'll be there for that. Man, talking venomous is what I love. Gotcha, KY. Pemberton, we were talking about you earlier. Pemberton Boys. Check out their channel. Dude loves content creation, man. And he's good at it. I will totally give Pemberton Boys and Smet Logic, those groups of people. Those people can edit some video. I can shoot some video. And Pemberton, we were just discussing about you editing my upcoming videos for, I don't know, $5 a year. but to make them look as good as your videos. So, seeing as though you were drunk one time and agreed to that price, I'm going to hold you to it. I really appreciate you, Steve. Much love. Hey, Asian, it's like that here. If snow's in the forecast, Oklahoma spazzes the hell out. You would think it's the damn apocalypse. Everybody runs to the store. Bread, milk, eggs, toilet paper, it's all gone. It's gone in hours. Right, and I do need a fish cam, Ariel. That's good stuff. Came from. Yeah, Ariel's been doing some crazy things. Hey, Rob, Oklahoma, it's been in the teens, highs in the 20s. Tulsa has 7 inches of snow on the ground right now. A lot of it melted off today. We've got back above freezing. You're down in Arizona. I doubt you see a lot of snow, other than maybe up in the mountains. I don't know. Maybe I need to do more montane rattlesnake research. I think I could handle that. I think I could handle some like clobs and leps and maybe some ridge nose, maybe an odd Mojave or blacktail. Because Atrox are a public health hazard, throw those in buckets. Meet up with me. I'll take those off your hands. Prices are going up. Shelves are empty. Well, Solo, in the state of Oklahoma, I can't remember where you're at. We get snow once or twice a year, and then it's usually not significant. So when they forecast a significant storm, like people will like companies will send their employees home, work from home for 3 days, stuff like that. They really encourage you to stay off the roads. And it's kind of good because most of Oklahoma roads are not designed for, bad weather. A lot of them don't have the shoulders. Now, like out west, you have more of a shoulder. Over in eastern Oklahoma, you don't have much of a shoulder. So if you get ran off the road, you slide off the road, you're going into a ditch. 19 here, nothing but ice. I hear you. We got a coat of ice underneath the snow. I am ready for spring. I'm thinking we're going to see green snakes, rough earth snakes this month by the end of February. Not uncommon in Oklahoma. Yeah, you guys do get a ton in the mountains, Smet. And I'm hoping to really make it out to Arizona this year. Me and the wife have wanted to vacation out west for like a good, like solid 2 weeks. Like hit Colorado, Arizona, New Mexico, drive up to Yellowstone, and do that. So Arizona is definitely on my list of places to hit. I want to hit the Rattlesnake Museum over in Albuquerque. Excuse me. Rob, let's go find a jaguar. Hey, Pemberton's thinking right. Salamanders are out right now. Salamanders are rolling in Tennessee. I've been seeing that. They should be here in Oklahoma too. Sometimes like November to January seems a little better. Smith, that is a plan. I'm talking with Steve or Nathan about that. I am definitely planning to make it out there with those guys if I can. Yes, I would love to see a jaguar. I would. And Steve, the only thing I'm concerned about, buddy, we'll hit it up more later, is like the hiking part. I've got arthritis. I can't hike like I used to. Kind of a little worried. The road cruising side of it, got it down. Can do the driving. Can work the hook. It's all good. It's if you guys start doing a lot of hiking and stuff, a lot of off-road stuff. I hate to be that guy, but it's like I don't want to be slowing up the whole gang. You know, that's kind of last couple times I went out with like Jubal and some of the guys from the Tulsa Herp Club. It's like they were always a half mile ahead of me, and it just kind of bummed me out. So I'm debating on whether or not I tag along with you guys because I got the time and the money. I can make it work. That part's not the issue. The issue is, do you want a crippled grandfather along with you guys? I guess someone who's like 6 years sober needs to drive when everyone gets to knocked out. Hey, Grim, Arizona Mountain Kings, love them, absolutely love them. When I went there with that, Steve, all I heard was Arizona would be totally classic. I love the desert. I love the desert biome. I like swamps, but not like I like the desert. I like the cactus. I like the rocks. I like the insects, the scorpions. Bad back and Nathan has a D. Rob is invincible though. Me and Snakes on the Plains were talking about that the other night, Pemberton. We were talking about like how Rob is like, you know, like in better shape than like all three of us put together. And so be careful, be careful what you say, Solo, because some of the areas these guys hit, um, it's it's pretty scary. I heard about Nathan going out there by himself. Of course, Nathan's like a beast. I mean, seriously, like, I mean, I heard a cougar attack Nathan one time in the New Mexico foothills, and after 5 days of pain and suffering, the poor cougar died. I saw that, Rob. The Chala or Choya, however you pronounce that. That stuff's pretty brutal. I'd love to see a pyro too. A lot of people think I'm anti-lamp. I'm not. I just, I just, it was a Pomeranian. I'd give me a pyro any day. Give me like an Arizona Mountain King snake any day, and it will be like lamp fest all over. And Desert Kings, I like Desert Kings. I just, I've kind of, I've got places for Prairie Kings and Speckled Kings. And I mean, some of the Oklahoma guys really just like go over the top for those. Be not so much. Now, an Oklahoma milk snake, yeah, that will trigger lamp fever. But speaking of cougars, hey, Solo, man, don't do that, Solo, Benji. Love you guys. I'm kind of glad I did this live because it's kind of lifted my spirits. Once again, I am thinking about this coming year. Definitely want to get down and help Nathan with a few things that, like, I've kind of figured out, and he's kind of figured out that we could put our heads together on and do some collaboration. And that goes for you too, Pemberton. Would love to do that. My dream collab would be Smet Logic Herping, who I am blessed to have those guys in my chat. Smet Logic's been doing it for 15, 20 years now, producing, videos, amazing herp videos. What's the one, 25 milk snakes in an hour or something? That one by Smet Logic is just amazing. I bet you I've watched it 5 times. Yeah, Sherry, it's kind of like I gained about 50 pounds over the last 5 years, and I want to say that is one of the things that's aggravating my arthritis. Now, I used to drink a lot. Not gonna lie, I used to drink a lot. I haven't had a drink in like 6 years, and I've had a lot less gout attacks since I quit drinking. But when I step on uneven territory, that is that's one of them things that hiking up hillsides can totally fry my ankles and my knees. And I actually used to be a garbage man. A lot of people don't know that, but my wife brought that up the other day. She said, jumping on and off a garbage truck hundreds of times a day, will also aggravate gout arthritis and bring about it earlier than you should get it. Grim, man, I wish you could get out here because I mean, I don't get me wrong, I love West Virginia horridus. Yeah, the timbers there are amazing. And I was talking about that earlier. Those like ones up in Pennsylvania, those dark black ones. But you should come out to Oklahoma because I've got some hot spots for cane brakes out here. And they're really fun to find. I mean, they're really fun to play with. Some people in Oklahoma who like live next door to a den of them blow them off. I moved closer to some dens of them. I probably will never get tired of herping a horridus. When you can catch them on the move, they're a lot of fun. I know where some den sites are. I generally stay away from those. I mean, I might like cruise by there and see if I can catch one on the move, but I try to really stay away from the den sites. Yeah, the bright yellows are too. Yeah, and I've been to that spot, Rob. I know exactly where you're talking about. Don't really talk to Aaron much anymore. Not a bad dude, but we just don't talk. Lost touch. But yeah, I know the area you're talking about. Cross the tracks and right over there, and hike up that road a little. That's one spot. I've got a few spots now that are closer to home that I like found through like neighborhood pages and community boards and stuff like that. And so here's me, like Osage County neighborhood XYZ, join the page. Oh, oh, no, wait. Licensed snake handler. Let me come get those out of your yard for you. I really am not real crazy about relocating a croat, but I will do that before I watch them get chopped up. Give one to someone for an educational animal, stuff like that. If they're going to die, I will get them out of there. I used to do that with copperheads. Too many people were calling me. I never got any sleep, so I quit doing that with copperheads. Yeah, Eastern Browns and Tigers, Ariel. I mean, you guys got some crazy stuff down under. That is like the venom capital of the world. And everything you got down there is like way more toxic than the stuff we have here. I wouldn't even consider our venomous when I compare them to your venomous. But yeah, Benji, a lot of new lives have been starting up. And honestly, Benji, I'm kind of about supporting those who are going to support me. I mean, I saw where someone was doing one yesterday or the day before, and I just thought, it's one more live when I'm like running behind on Ledka's. I know Ledka like hardcore supports my channel. I don't always see it in the comments, but I know he's there. He shows me he's there. So like I roll all of his lives, start to finish, volume up. I try to give as good as I get. So, right now I'm kind of like, I've got one channel that blew up and then kind of leveled off. But between that and this channel, it's kind of hard to stay on top of comments and things. So I'm not really looking for new people channels to follow unless they're just absolutely out the door. Hey Joker, man, I know you are, bud. I appreciate what you do, and I've been appreciating your streams. Yegrim Ariel is from Australia. Go give her channel a sub and a like. She doesn't do reptile videos, but she does do some nature stuff that's really cool. She has a fish cam. She'll do lives from the stream by her house. And Smet Logic herping. If you haven't sub Smet Logic, sub Smet Logic. We're going to post their link again one more time. If you ain't subbed to Smet Logic, man, get out of here. Smet Logic is the gold standard for field herping videos. He needs to get some rest. Make some more videos. Ah, Steve, that is kind of crazy because I would have liked to have seen Steve Irwin when he was alive. I'll still never forget the day he passed. I mean, it's like, hey, Ariel, drop your link if you can. Um, if not, I'll see if I can get it. Wait, I think I got it. Bam. Um, yeah, I had my nephew. This is Ariel's link. Benji's older than you. Solo, I never knew how old you were. Benji, be nice. Be nice, Benji. But, well, you know, Steve, I broke my arm chasing an Eastern racer in a swimming pool that I was filling up. Think if I would have hit my head. I could have laid out there and drowned. My wife didn't know I had jumped down into the pool to get the little Eastern racer, so you gotta watch out for these non venomous creatures. Actually, I think stingrays are venomous. They have a venomous stinger. And that was a freak thing, Steve. I've seen where people like go on tours to swim with that particular family of stingray, and I think he just got a little too close and took a bad hit. But man, talk about an adventure and an adventurer's death. That was Steve Irwin. Um, I was into reptiles long before he was around. But man, you talk about someone who like really catapulted them into people's living rooms and got people to think differently about him. I mean, I thought it was so cool when the Sea Shepherd named one of their vessels after him, just based on, you know, the awareness that he brought to conservation and not just reptiles, but sea life, mammals, jungle, you know, things like orangutans. Steve Irwin did a lot. Um, that's a lot. Wow. Yeah. Man, did you video any of that, Steve? Did I just miss it? Was that before you were doing video? You might have not been doing video. But let me know because man, if you got videos of that somewhere, man, I want to see that. Yeah, and thank you Solo for subbing Ariel. It's Ariel's good people. She is worth supporting. Um, Grim. I still watch him. I still DVR him. He's on like 6:30 on Animal Planet. Pemberton, I'm gonna have to roll down to your house and see them pics then sometimes. And if they're not on the internet, man, you're gonna have to. You're gonna get a door visitor. I'm telling you. 2006, gotcha. Always wanted to see that part of the world. But anyway, I think going forward this next year, I'm going to try to put a little more into my editing, a little more into the quality aspect. I really kind of like that Splice app that Nathan downloaded for free, and when I downloaded it, it charged me I think $4.99 a month or something. I went through hell to cancel that thing. That's okay. I was giving him grief about it, but it's like it never charged him. So, yeah, I kind of like those transitions, the way those things cut out. So, but I'm getting ready, Steve, to download DaVinci Resolve. I've been I've been trying to manage the space on my iMac and make it to where I can download something. Because, like, literally, I'm packing out hard drives. I've got hard drive boxes all over this place. The big, like 8 terabyte ones. My IT guy that stops by my house and looks at my stuff once in a while is like, dude, let's just build you a server, like in your bedroom. Like, it would be easier that way. So I think we're going to do that. I will appreciate that, Steve. But like I said, I think I'm going to be a little bit more creative in the next year and screw the algorithm, screw the weekly video release. Um, Yeah, but Steve, I'll say this: what you're doing with DaVinci Resolve free version right now kicks so much butt. To me, is so much better than just iMovie. Um, you're about to get the paid version, man. And you see, that's the thing is I like to start out with the free version before I get into the paid version. I wouldn't doubt that I wouldn't doubt that, like, if I got into Final Cut Pro, I could probably boost my stuff up a notch. But I don't know that I want to pay for it when it's like I've seen so much out of DaVinci Resolve that I like and that I think I would translate to very well. So I'm kind of kicking it all around in my head. We control the algorithm. You know, Grim, you bring up an important point because I saw a post about free handling venomous snakes earlier this week. I'm not going to say who posted it, it doesn't matter. But he was talking about how social media was going to be the downfall of venomous keeping. I don't disagree with him, but what jumped in my head is people who free handle venomous snakes, they get hundreds of thousands of views. And most of the time they never get bit. They kind of know what they're doing or they know how to read the animal. I'm not going to say I'm ever going to support free handling venomous snakes because I don't. I think it's stupid. I think, and especially with croats, it's a good way to get bit up. But you know, like I understand how people can free handle cobras and stuff. I've seen people do it. I've had people do it in my dang living room. You know, the thing about it is people watch those videos. You see, when you do things the right way, nobody watches it and they consider it boring. So, you know, it's kind of like, you know, everybody wants to bash free handling venomous snakes. And I'm kind of in that camp to a large degree. I mean, I'm not going to go off on people about it. What you want to do is your business, it's your life, it's your hospital bill. If you've got insurance and you're not robbing the zoo for anti-venom, I don't care. I literally don't. That's my take on it. But we all watch, I'm not going to say me, but like a lot of people, and this is people in the herp community, they won't watch someone like Desert Wolf or maybe Venom Central who do things the right way and they and you know and they don't free handle. At least I don't think either one of those guys do. I don't recall seeing them do it, but those are two of the bigger name venomous keepers. And then you've got these other people that have 200,000 300,000 more subs than they do, and they're making all this money, you know, are all and getting all these views, getting their work further out there based on, you know, the fact that they're doing something that a lot of us consider the wrong way. Now, once again, I'm not going to take a hardline stance on it. I just think it's stupid. If you got a snake hook, use it. It's not hard to use a snake hook. If you can't hook a large croat or a large cottonmouth or something like that with a snake hook, either look into a pair of those plastic tongs, not the metal ones. I mean, the metal ones can be okay, but the plastic ones from Stony, a lot, a lot better for handling venomous. And if you can't handle stuff with stuff like that, you really don't need to be messing with venomous snakes, my opinion. But once again, I don't want, you know, anyone to go to any of the larger free handling creators. This guy was bashing you. No, that's not my point. My point is people watch what's sensational. And to get views and to get monetized, to get things like that going and get up over, you know, it's like why isn't the reptile community watching the people that are doing it right or that are putting out boring videos? You know, I mean, it's kind of a dilemma if you ask me, but I really don't care. You know, I kind of think the same way anymore, Grim. Understand that, Sherry. Um, I'm kind of like you, Graham. It's your life, it's your difference. The only thing that really hacks me off is when someone free handles a cobra, a mamba, a gaboon viper, they get bit, they have to rob the zoo for anti-venom. Then that zookeeper that works with that animal is at risk until the next budget cycle comes along. You see, you think that, like, oh, the zoo lost their anti-venom for rhinoceros vipers. They'll just order more. No, they won't. That keeper will be at risk until the next budget cycle rolls around, the next anti-venom order goes in, and at that point, yeah, I would be like anti-free handling in that kind of situation. Joker, your stream that you did on the First Amendment, I enjoyed it. I think most people in my chat would like it. Now, Joker, allow me a trace of constructive criticism. The intro was a little too long. I mean, I just let it play because I click on stuff and let it play. But what I've noticed is when the intro's a little too long or the countdown's a little too long, a lot of people click off. And once again, I know it's not your purview to get like high amounts of views. You're just trying to get the message out. And I enjoyed that. I truly did. That was a good stream that you did on the First Amendment. And drop a link to it in the chat, Joker, if you want. I would be honored to have that show up in my chat. That would be fine with me. Don't get bit or hurt the animal. Exactly, Grim. That's kind of like, exactly. The good news doesn't get the ratings. You know, everybody wants to watch the train wreck. So, you know, and I don't know that I'm really about that. I've kind of been working on some B-roll stuff, um, and different things, a little bit more of an artistic dynamic for my upcoming video. I think the next one I have is this video where I hit like some timber rattlesnake spots, and I kind of got to make sure I don't give away anything in the video. Joe Challoner, best cages on the market. What's in your backyard? Go check out Venom Proof Cages. Yeah, Pemberton, you would jive with Joker. I will say that. I think you guys are kind of about the same cloth. And I appreciate you subbing him. He's been a good buddy. We kind of go back a ways to an odd place, but and I'm not going to tell everybody in the chat to go sub Joker. I mean, I would, but I know that some people would probably not be down for his message, but it's good stuff. It's worth listening to. I'll go ahead and sub Joker, and if I piss you off, then just unsub me. That'll work. Um, you know, but definitely check out What's in Your Backyard. That's Joe Challoner, who makes venom-proof cages, and his cages come right, Solo, right. His cages come with a built-in shift box. So if you are going to keep venomous snakes, I would definitely look at Joe Challoner's venom-proof cages. I think they are the best currently on the market for safely keeping and containing venomous snakes. Limit to one song, don't you? You know, Joker, I honestly, like when I did my new intro for my new channel, people told me to get it under 5 seconds. They're like, that, you know, I had like this 15-second intro, and what I could see in the analytics and from other people who were like YouTube coaches that I had their ear, they were like, look, you know, people are clicking off. You know, you want a 3 to 5 second intro. Now, for live feeds and stuff, it seems to work a little differently, but like on a regular video, you know, they want you to keep, it seems like the shorter it is, the more likely your person who's viewing it will make it through the intro and not click off on it. Survival, good to have you in the house. And then Pemberton Boys, same. I cut my intro out because I got a lot of negative feedback. I didn't. I won't say I got a lot of negative feedback. The feedback I got was like your intro. You know that one of Steve where I had the mountains and the stream and all that stuff. A lot of people were like, it's too long, and I'm like, why are people clicking off at the 15-second mark? It was that intro, you know. And once again, not that intros are bad, not that intros can't be good, but if they're too long, people will click off there. And the thing of it is yeah, and I liked it too, and I put a lot of dang work into that intro. So that other one that has the 3 snakes and me throwing my hat down, Joe Hinkle, social media guru guy, he just took the clips I sent him and he put that together, and it's like less than 5 seconds. And you go through it quick. And I've noticed, like, if a video's marginal, like if I'm maybe a little bit into your channel, I won't watch a long intro. I'll either fast forward it or, play through it. Now, if I'm into your channel and you support me, I support you, I will let your intro play. I'll go wash dishes or something. When I hear you start talking, I'll come back and watch. That's what YouTube has taught us. If you look up YouTube intros and you find people who are winning at YouTube, people with 1 million subscribers or more, you'll find out they will all say the same thing. They will say, cut down your intro as low as it can be, or put it at the end. Make it a trailer. You can just yeah, right, Ariel. There's that too. My intro's a bit long. I just haven't gotten around to making a new one yet. What's in your backyard? I'll tell you this, man. Your videos are good. Your channel's growing. You're making the right moves. I would, at some point, scale your intro down a little, but people are still going to watch, and I'll let your intro play through. I always like seeing Wolf. That's funny. You got him with that goofy dolphin's hat on. Whoops, did I say that? I hope he doesn't see this now. He'll unfriend me. Oh well. Nah, he won't unfriend me. I love Wolf to death. He's a brother. Yeah, and Ariel, I don't think yours is really too long. It doesn't come across as too long. But we all love Joe's videos. Go check out What's in Your Backyard. Hang on. Ariel, wait a second. Now let me do this. Ariel, just talk to the people. I'm going to get Joe's link and drop it in our chat here. I agree, Survival. Intros are overrated. Hey, thank you, Gary. Last video, are you talking about the rough green snake? That was actually an old video on my Angry Aatrox channel, like from 2 years ago. And I'm just uploading it to Roundup Rodeo. If you're talking about the last one on this one, that was from earlier this year when I went to my Aatrox spot out west. And gang, I'm probably going to jump off here. I've been on like over 68 minutes. My voice is starting to get a little scratchy. It's just had been like over a week since I'd done a live, so I wanted to at least get out here. Yeah, I started putting a bit of a hook before the intro. That's good stuff, Ariel. And then that's the thing. I think that's the key. I don't think it's the intro alone that kills it. It's like if you can't hook them in the first few seconds before the intro, then the intro's the killer. Stay tuned to find out more. Hey, I'm looking forward to that, Grim. I have a local pet store. It's JT Grant's place over here in Sand Springs. And he actually has some of Joe's cages in his shop. I'm not going to say what he has in them or doesn't have in them. Go visit his store, you can see. But and that was my first experience with him, Joe. You might be interested to know that was JT Grant's. He's like showing me how the shift box works, and it's like the old days of venomous keeping, where you took the shift box and you know had like the eye bolts like through the top of the box, and then you put it down in the aquarium, scooted the animal with the snake hook into the shift box, then closed the lid with the hook, then you lifted the box out. I mean, that's how far back I go, to like the early mid 80s of venomous keeping. And shift boxes are like necessities for things like boom slings, mambas. The Grants are the best people. Man, I can't tell you how great the Grants are. The Grants are just the greatest people. That they literally are. Dude usually fronts me a mouse or two for free. I go in there and like order 30 mice, and I notice I come home with like 31 or 32 and yeah, I'm not saying he doesn't always charge me, but once or twice he's fronted me some stuff. Grants are amazing people. John and Callie, I want to say, or JT and Callie. They're great people. Ariel, you will probably really appreciate Joker's 1A video. And Joker, I'll be looking forward to the Second Amendment video soon. That should be interesting, because that's something I think my crowd probably wouldn't be as into it, but we will have some people who go check that out. Trust me. If you do it, we will be there. And right, Grim, when even like I've even got some like really crazy croats that just literally spaz out. And so how I deal with a lot of them, like if I've got like a like a Mojave in like a 30-gallon aquarium, I usually get like a trash can, like a big 50-gallon trash can handy, one of those plastic ones. And just, when they come out the top, I give them a limited access area. Just kind of hook them into the trash can. What Challenger has going on, a lot better, probably a lot safer too. I'm not always known to be the safest tool in the box, but gang, my voice is starting to go. I appreciate the fact that I've had 18 thumbs up so far. Wow. 13 people currently watching. I almost hate to go when I've got a live going like this, because I usually have about 5 to 10 people in my lives. And I'm happy for that. I don't have to have this huge live. It would be nice, but I'd have to take it more seriously if I started getting a broader audience. So, but anyway, I just haven't been over on this channel, and I haven't even been in this room in like a week. This is like my inner sanctum. This is my computer room, my studio, where I store all my, camera equipment and stuff. And I like literally have not been in here in a week, because I've just had the funk and been getting over it and helping my wife try to get over it. But gang, as always, I appreciate you guys coming by. Please hit Joker's channel, hit Ariel's channel, hit What's in Your Backyard, hit Survival's channel. Gary Kelshaw, if you ever start doing videos, I'm going to tell people to hit your channel. KY Constrictors, definitely hit their channel. Grim Exotics, their channel. Asian Snakes, their channel. Sub everybody. Love everybody. Hell, unsub me. And go sub everybody else. It's just been one of them weeks. Sherry Lynn, enjoyed your live. Hitcher, and I didn't know you were here. How long have you been here, Hitcher? Hitcher 111, another great field herping channel from the other side of the world. Hitcher finds those Amur rat snakes and stuff like that, and those tiger killbacks. he finds these things in the wild. I mean, I can't find these things in the zoo when I have access to the enclosure. You know, the killbacks are always under the rocks. Guy gets amazing footage of these things in the field. Caught the last 30 minutes. Hitcher, I'm glad you did. If ever you don't see me on your channel, Hitch, because I've been dealing with some like delayed notifications and things. Like I'm seeing where people commented like a week ago on a video, and normally I would get those comments. If ever you release a new video and drop me a message on my channel or something, let me know because I will help get it out. You're definitely someone I can share to the masses. Hitcher 111, Guy Field Herps in I want to say Russia or the Ukraine or somewhere. But anyway, yeah, I saw that, Joe. You picked up a load of plastic. That's good stuff, man. That means more cages are coming. We're pulling for you, bro. We're getting the word out about your. We're getting the word out about what you do, Joe. And you're just going to deal with it, and we're going to help you succeed. We are going to. I mean, we're going to. We're going to keep talking about you. Everybody already is. We're going to keep kicking out your name. We're going to keep having you on our lives. So, Joe, keep building them cages, brother, because it's, you know, we're going to do it. We're going to take you to the top. We've got the connections. I know people who are buying. I know people who are interested. Matter of fact, I was in Grant's store the other day. Got to show him, you know, or got to show actually a customer while he was busy with something else how you slide out the door, opens the shift box. It's totally amazing. Amazing stuff. And gang, Joker dropped a Discord. If you're into Discord, go jump on that. It may not be everybody in the chat's thing. If it's not, respectfully leave before I ban you, or before Joker bans you. Because that's what we really do. We recruit people into that Discord, and then we go, oh, I'm going to block this guy. We don't do that. Me and Joker would not do that. But yeah, I'm glad Pemberton Boys and Joker hooked up. Those two should jive. Benjamin, thanks for hanging in there, working the wrench tonight. Joe, thank you for stopping by. Always good to have the Cage Master on. Man, you need to do that. You need to Joe Cage Master Challenger. I think that's cool. Isn't that cool? Yes, Sherry. He does do some amazing cages. Gang, my voice is starting to crack. I would like to keep going, especially with a good crowd. Hate it that I can't. So thank you for stopping by. I'll be in touch. You guys be in touch. Hit me up. Keep the notifications coming. Know that if you're leaving a comment on my channel, I'm working to find out why I have so many comments hitting like the spam folder or hold for approval or whatever. I'm trying to figure that out. But please don't think I'm ignoring you, because my goal is to never, not that I'm ever going to grow that big, but I would never want to be so big that I can't thank people for watching my video at a minimum. So keep that in the back of your head. Benji from New Zealand, good to see you tonight. Ariel, good to see you tonight. Joker, Sherry, what's in your backyard? Joker, Hitcher, Grim, everybody, good to see you all tonight. Major thanks to Pemberton Boys and Smet Logic for dropping by. Survival, good to have you pop in on a live. I got in on one of yours the other day. It was a good one. So, but gang, I'm going to go ahead and kill it. I'm still getting over this funk, and we'll go from there, and I'll be around. You guys be good to each other, and man, put some good out there in the world. You'll get it.